Hello, my dear children. Myself, Mr. Pranay Vidyut, representing Team Masterminds, and I'm before you to share the same thing again. That is all about the day before examination strategy with respect to the subject of advanced accounting for 2026 January attempt. And now, initially, if you observe, the blueprint is like this. Question number 1 is absolutely on accounting standard itself, and you might get either the structure of 5 plus 5 plus 4 covering 3 accounting standards, or it can be like 7 plus 7 covering 2 accounting standards. And next, question number 2, straight 14 marks, which can be from preparation of financial statements. If at all it is missed, then you are going to get a question from internal reconstruction. And question number 3, from cash flow statement, that is AS3. If that is missed, then you're going to get it on buyback of securities. And covering one more accounting standard here, on a whole, you're going to get something like 7 plus 7 marks. And question number 4 and 5, straight away 14 and 14 marks. One is from amalgamation and the other is from consolidation. If at all, they can also interchange. If one is from consolidation and the other is from amalgamation. And the next one is question number 6. Again, you will be covering one more accounting standard here. I mean, examiner will be covering one more accounting standard where you will be having internal choice. More precisely, the internal choice question will be either from introduction to accounting standards or from framework, of course, from any other accounting standard also, for 4 marks. And on 4 marks, you will be getting either from internal reconstruction or company final accounts. Ante, if at all preparation of financial statements is tested here, then internal reconstruction shall be tested in question number 6. If in question number 2 tested internal reconstruction, then most possibly he will be testing preparation of financial statements. But it's not the finality. In a particular attempt, he had tested 18 marks alone from company final accounts itself. And from question number 2, preparation of financial statements, question number 6 also, he is something like relying only on preparation of financial statements. And one more question is on branches, most possibly dependent branches. And if missed, in some rare cases, he can also give a question from independent branches, and which is actually for 6 marks. And my dear children, this is the entire blueprint. And totally you will be provided with 6 questions, out of which question number 1 is compulsory question, and out of the remaining 5 questions, you have to answer any 4 questions. So this is the blueprint with respect to descriptive. I actually did not concentrate on MCQs, but here is the version. MCQs mostly you're going to get from accounting standards except one case scenario. One case scenario will be from chapter, most possibly buyback of securities. And all the remaining scenarios will be mostly from accounting standards itself. And mostly he will be covering multiple accounting standards. But take care, again in one particular attempt, 4 questions were tested only on a single accounting standard also. Anything might happen. So, what is a blueprint for MCQs ante? Except one case scenario covering 4 questions into 2 marks, you will be getting from chapter, and all the remaining from multiple accounting standards. But there may be chances to test only from a particular accounting standard also. Now, this is the blueprint. Basing on this blueprint, your preparation strategy should be there. Before starting the preparation strategy, first of all, generally what the students will be thinking is all about advanced accounting is the first examination ever. For group 1 or those students who are supposed to write both groups, it's the first ever examination. So they may be thinking like we'll be having plenty of time with respect to this subject. So let me prepare this subject for 2 to 3 days. Or let me prepare this subject for 3 to 4 days. But the biggest issue is that if you're preparing it for 3 to 4 days, at the end, when you're supposed to write the examination, your remittance capability will decrease. With which automatically, instead of leading to some benefits, it will lead to some negative things. So what is recommended ante, as like however for all the remaining examination, the general timing sense will be there. You follow the same time sense. I mean to tell, today morning if you have written examination, today afternoon you will get, and tomorrow one whole day you will get for the day after tomorrow's examination. So that's all about, for every examination 1.5 day will be there. So even for advanced accounting examination also take only 1.5 day. But since it's the first examination, you have to utilize it a bit more. And also due to its vast syllabus, it is recommended to utilize it in some better way. So it's highly recommended to prepare only for 2 days, but not more than for 2 days. And your final revision should be completed within that 2 days itself. And of course, as per this blueprint, you have to give more focus on preparation of financial statements and internal reconstruction, where you are going to get 18 marks altogether. And amalgamation and consolidation, 14 plus 14 marks. And cash flow statement and buyback of securities, where you are going to get 7 plus 8 marks. I mean to tell is all about, one is descriptive and one is to MCQs. The point here I would like to tell is all about, if buyback of securities is covered in MCQs, then cash flow statement is going to cover in descriptive. If cash flow statement is covered in MCQs, then buyback is going to cover in descriptive. Take more care, it's a double bonanza for you. And the next one is dependent branches. You have to prepare everything in dependent branches like debtors method, stock and debtors method, final accounts method, everything. And coming to independent branches, except incorporation, prepare everything. Ante inter-branch ledger accounts recommended to prepare, journal entries of independent branches recommended to prepare, preparing the ledger accounts of independent branches, and incorporation leave, foreign branches prepare. So if you observe, if you followed this pattern clearly, you can get 18 plus 14 plus 14 plus 7 plus 6 marks in the examination on a whole, on an average 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 7 56 plus 4, almost 60 marks you are going to get exclusively from these chapters only, out of 84 marks descriptive, including choice. Now, some additional things where you have to take care. Preparation of financial statements, please concentrate on each and every note while preparing, and also time management is the utmost important thing. Coming to internal reconstruction, generally students will be taking light here with respect to the concept of share surrendered, but be careful. Amalgamation, be careful, compute PC for every question, every source question that is available, compute PC, because PC is going to be deciding the, PC is the deciding factor. And coming to consolidated financial statements, please never leave all the consolidated P&L account models and all simple models like uniformity in accounting policies, negative minority interest, pre-acquisition and post-acquisition dividend models, etc. And the next one, buyback of securities. Test for buyback, you have to be careful. Dependent branches, every model, and independent already discussed just now. And coming to the list of accounting standards, here we have provided some list to you. Actually, we have done some research on the past examinations, question papers of the past examinations, and we have provided this list, and expecting at least expecting at least you will be getting 2 questions from these accounting standards. That's minimum. From AS1, 4, 7, 11, 12, 16, 17, 24, intro and framework, minimum you're going to get something like 14 to 21 marks from these accounting standards. Again, same, this is an expectation, not the finality. And moving on to the next stretch, that's all about others, like investment accounts covering accounting standard number 13, and independent branches relating to the concepts of incorporation, and other list of accounting standards 2, 5, 9, 10, 15, 18, 19, 20, 22, 25, 26, 28 and 29. And my dear children, highly recommended to prepare independent branches at last. I mean to tell, not the entire chapter. Independent branches incorporation part, prepare at last if you have done with each and every other topic in advanced accounting. And coming to the things, cash flow statement, even though it's for 7 marks, you might face a little surprise in the examination, like it's a chapter where a potential is there to be tested even for 14 marks. Not only cash flow, even buyback. There's a potential for these two chapters to get a question for 14 marks. And also investment accounts. Till now from investment accounts only 4 or 7 marks tested, not a prompt question is tested. But if he decides, he can also test a question for 14 marks from this chapter. Even there's a potential. So take more care, my dear children. And also coming to consolidation, not only 21, never ever leave 23 and 27. This time expecting at least a question from 23 and 27 for 4 or 6 marks. Ante from consolidation you're going to get a question of 14 marks kada. Sometimes he will break the questions into 2 questions. From consolidation, 10 marks consolidated P&L and 4 marks from age 23 like associate. He can break like that. Be careful. So be careful on 23 and 27. And now coming to this second list, amongst all this list, again give better importance for accounting standard number 5 and accounting standard number 9. Better chances to get a question from these standards. And my dear children, the last but not least, like compulsory question will be always tricky. This should be in your mind. Always remember that paper is going to be very lengthy. And managing time is most important in accounts. Accounts paper will be more lengthier rather than being tricky. So keep all these things in your mind and be careful with your examination. All the best for your examination. We are representing Team Masterminds. All the best.